everybody. Today we're going to be making a pumpkin pie. I had showed you in a previous video that we had made our own pumpkin puree, and today we are going to use it. So we actually got this recipe from someone we follow on YouTube, and I'll put the link to his channel below and to this recipe. And so let's go ahead and get started on what we need to do this. You're going to need 2 eggs, which are already cracked in the bowl, 2 cups of pumpkin puree, a cup of cream, a cup of brown sugar, and in here we have a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cloves, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we're also going to need a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're just going to basically put everything into the bowl, mix it up. First, actually, you're going to mix up your eggs really good and make sure that the whites and the yolks are all mixed well. And then we're going to put everything else into the bowl. And then I have a homemade pie crust over here, and you don't need to pre-bake it or anything. You just make your pie crust, put it in there. You could use pre-made pie crust. I just like to make my own, so but we're going to go ahead and start on this. So I'm just going to get my eggs whisked together, and then I'll come back and finish up. Okay, so my eggs are all nicely whipped up here, and so I'm going to put my sugar in and mix that in real quick. Make sure all these little clumps are out. And then I'm going to put my spices in, those around, and I'm going to put my vanilla in, all that mixed. Now I'm going to put my cream in. Oh, I need a stand mixer. Get that all mixed together. The next thing we're going to put in is our pumpkin. Get all of it in there. It's being stubborn. Oops. Okay. And we're going to incorporate all this. Get it mixed really well. As you may know, pumpkin pie, when you're making it, it's very liquidy. That's normal. So don't get worried if you've never made it before. I think that's probably pretty good. Okay, I'll make myself a little room here and move this over. Next, you're just going to pour it into your crust here. Okay, and that is what it looks like. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it into your oven at 350, and it's probably going to take about an hour for it to cook. I would check it though maybe after about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, just so you're not burning it. Also, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of foil just around the crust so that while it's baking it doesn't burn the crust, and then like the last 15 minutes or so of the cooking, you take the foil off just this part. You just take it off and then let it finish so that this can brown up and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get that put on there, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what I mean by covering your top of your crust with foil. You just kind of fold it and then just kind of work with it. It's tricky and it's annoying to get it on there, but it'll be good because then the crust won't be burned. So anyway, you're going to stick this in your oven at 350. Probably check it after about 40 minutes. It's going to kind of brown a little bit, but bubble, and it'll still be kind of soupy-ish, but you'll be able to pretty much tell when it's ready. And then the last 15 minutes, you're going to take off the foil to let the crust brown up. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven. I have a piece of foil on the bottom rack in my oven just in case this were to bubble and spill over, and then that way I don't have a humongous mess in my oven. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there and get it cooking. And I'm going to set my timer for about 40 minutes, and I'm going to check it and see what it looks like. See if I need to take that. Okay, so this is what our pie looks like after it's done. It took us about an hour. We checked on it after 45 minutes and it wasn't ready, so I went ahead and took off the foil and let it cook for another 15 minutes, and then it was all done. So we're just going to let it cool off and try some of it, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.